John, and tonight we are going to, call our dear brother from outside USA to have a little interaction with him. So, without wasting much time, please, it's all about the issue that is trending in our dear country, Ghana, about the youth that is insulting the elders. Now, like I said, even if you think maybe an elderly person has done something wrong which you don't like, you don't have the right to insult him. You can report that person, and the authorities will take, the next steps. With regarding this, our dear brother called Abronoma recently came on a social platform and started insulting this man of God called Prophet Stephen Adumchudia, and due to that, as I'm talking to you, this guy has been arrested and he is in the police custody. And we had an interaction this morning with our dear brother called Mr. Titus. Hello, Mr. Titus.
Thank you.
Yeah,
thank
how are you doing?
Mr. John, and I'm taking this opportunity exceptionally with lots of gratitude, because this is a very disturbing issue which I strongly feel it needs to be voiced out. So I thank you for bringing me to this show to share my sentiments on the same. And let me first start by saying and speaking directly to our youth and everyone out there that our elders are priceless gem. Our elders are priceless gem.
I agree with you.
They are so valuable people. And note that their ignorance is the greatest wisdom that God has bestowed on them. We see them as ignorant, but that is the highest level of wisdom they have. Now, let me point out two things before I give my verdict. First, I want us to acknowledge the fact that all the innovation in the world, African elders played critical roles.
Of course.
First, note that the father of innovation of earphones came all the way from United States to Congo. And he found out people were enjoying music with big Sony radios.
I agree with you.
And he went back and innovated the Walkman radio, and then later they innovated the earpiece, and now the Bluetooth.
Wow.
So without our African elders, we wouldn't be there. And this was way back in 1970s. Where we were not there.
Of course.
We were not, you as a youth, you were not even there. So we give respect where it's due. Secondly, the father of lightning. We know that lightning is a killer thing. And the innovators came to Africa and asked the African elders, which trees should we use? We have the hardwood, the red cedars. Africans never touched them. They never built their houses with those trees. And they never used their ashes. Reason is, they knew these have ions and they are good conductors of electricity. That is the wisdom of our elders, whom they made the innovators, the white men. They went back to the laboratories and they took the samples from Africa, went with some elders, and they confirmed that these trees, they have negative ions which attract the positive electrons, and from the innovations they change the world. And so many other things. Even the mosquito traps, mosquito electric stuff. It was the Ethiopian women. So to our youth, our African elders are at the libraries of the world. They are the priceless gems. Mark, you are young. The amount you know is just peanuts. Without the nuggets of the African elders, we wouldn't be anywhere. Before you open your mouth to add any insult to any elder, anyone older than you, please, not even the Bible itself is saying that these are the people who deserve the greatest respect. So my verdict is, no one should ever hurl any insult to any elder. No one should ever hurl any insult to a man of God. who has been ordained who has been ordained.
Exactly, you're right.
We as young people should also learn that any leader who has been installed to a seat of throne, that person, we believe that leaders come from God.
Of course.
Before we open our mouth to give insults, know that those are curses we are preparing for ourselves, for our children, and for the generations that are coming after us.
Yeah, exactly.
So, John, that's my verdict.
Okay. We appreciate a lot. For your last, comment concerning recently this young boy that has been arrested. What are you going to say about it? It was also lead to this kind of insult that has been. He's been arrested in the police custody at the moment. Yeah.
Mr. John, on the issue of that small boy, of that young boy.
Yeah.
I think when the elders keep numb, when the elders go silent on issues, that is the start of all problems.
Exactly.
When the elders stand up to speak, they will speak wisdom and solutions.
Of course.
Yeah. So some other issues needs to go back to the elders.
Yeah.
I presume and I really advise that boy should be taken back to the elders.
Yeah, of course.
To sit down with the council of elders, and that boy just give his apologies to the elders, and even the elders himself appease that boy, and from there I think things will be solved.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for being in our studio tonight.
Thank you.
And I believe with the message which you have brought out, the listeners are going to take more advice, especially with the youth. So we thank you and we appreciate your time with us. We believe you are going to come on the show once again, and very soon we are going to invite you to come to Ghana. Yeah. So how is abroad now? Can you tell us a little bit about living in abroad?
What I can say is the much things are changing, the much just looks the same. The much scenarios way back home in Ghana are not so good. Even in this part of the world, it ain't so rosy. We just, by grace of God, we just pray and press on to make people, when they love the Lord, they will get to do the right thing.
Of course.
Yeah, so I think the much things changes, the much...
you're right.
We just look forward that things be better.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so we will give you 1 minute to elaborate everything, and also shout out to you can also send a message to your family out there, your wife and your family. You can say something to them. Just
Thank you. I am a man of of ardent belief of progress, and a man who believes in people.
Exactly. Yeah, you are
my
right.
life, I've really invested so much in people, and
of course.
my pillar has always been my wife and my kids.
Wow.
Who
That is great. That's good.
Yes. So family first.
Of course.
Yes. One of the world presidents, President Ramos of Philippines.
Okay.
He signed a policy in its country in 1985 called Family First Principle.
Wow.
Every Sunday of the week, every Sunday, it is family day.
Yeah, you are right.
It is your responsibility as the father
to
spend your time with your wife and your kids.
Great.
So I think let us go back to our families, and from there we will change the world.
Exactly. Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Titus.
Thank you.
And have a nice and wonderful, night.
Beautiful.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, so viewers, like we said, we had a little, discussion with our dear brother from, USA, and tonight he has shared his view. And I believe strongly, as I said earlier, this message is going to help a lot of the youth. And we also take this advantage and opportunity to address, the issue that is happening in our dear country, Ghana, so that the youth will, take more lesson about it. Because as you can see, even if you think the elders have done something which is wrong, you might also report. You can report to them, but not to come on the social platform and insult about them. But for the last, I mean, this one I forget to ask you, is the social platform, is it there for the youth to insult the elders? Is it there for the youth to do, especially on the TikTok platform? Look at our ladies, and don't forget, with these ladies, they are the ones that are going to bear children, which they are the next generation to our word. But look at the things that they are doing on this social platform. Just say something. I forgot to ask you, but especially on TikTok, you look, especially our ladies, the kind of dresses that they are, putting up on this social platform. Sometimes you will see married couples. All what they are doing is very, disgusting. And anyway, say something about it, please, Mr. Titus.
Okay, on that subject, that's a subject actually, a very lengthy one, which I strongly believe it needs a whole length of discussion. And just say one thing about it is,
I agree with you.
TikTok is really spoiling our generations, and what we need to do, it is beyond family, it's beyond some of the authorities, so should be something now which it should be the government regulating.
You're right.
Of course.
I agree with you.
It has to be the government regulating it,
because
it is now beyond us. The gadgets which we have internet, and we need internet. Internet is a tool which is of great help to us. We use it in our farms, we use it in our technology, we use it in our education, we use it to access our banks, we use it to transact our finances and everything. So we can't do without internet, we can't do without the phones, and we can't throw these phones because of TikTok. So what has to happen is, we want government
measures. They should put some measures that will
we want the
control,
government
especially with the youth,
to put measures to it, the way they did to YouTube. YouTube is a very disciplined,
I agree with you,
social site. Very disciplined. Facebook also, it's a very disciplined social site, and so TikTok should emulate the same. Without failure to do so, government has to step in and block TikTok. The way some of the countries we know they have done it.
Thank you very much, Mr. Titus. Once again, thank you very much for, with this great view. We welcome you once again on our show. So, viewers, please make sure, you share the program as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, Why You Think Show. And don't forget also to like and send your comment. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, Mr. Titus.
Bye. Thank you.